Hi, welcome to an exploration of Meteor Reactivity. We're going to talk about tracker.autorun, which is a low-level primitive that's available in the Meteor framework that allows you to do things like print a console log message anytime a specific session variable changes. So when we run a function like this, it runs once initially, and that session variable is unset, and any successive run to this, let's set it to 42, that function will be rerun. So this is called the computation that is rerun whenever a dependency of the function changes. Now, when you look at a function, you may think that it's very easy to understand its dependencies. Its dependencies are those things like session.getX that cause the function to be rerun. And it's very easy to read them when the function is this simple, but it gets pretty complicated. So let me show you an example that might have less obvious behavior. If we come here and take the following three functions, autorun1, autorun2, and autorun3, they're similar to what we just saw, except they do a little bit of logic, working on two session variables at once. This one computes the OR value, autorun2 computes the AND value, and autorun3 uses a different kind of conditional check that will alert if A is undefined. I didn't know what to name it, so I called it question mark. And then we'll evaluate this and tell all of them to become tracker autoruns themselves. So we see that just like before, each of these three were run. But the behavior is going to be a little bit surprising. If we say session set and we set the variable B, make a prediction of which of the three of these will run. And I'll give you a hint, it is not all three of them. Okay, here we go. Only the first one. What's crazier even is that if A is set to a value, okay, setting A runs all three of them. And if A is set, setting B to a third value, remember B in this scenario ran number 1, A ran all three, B in this scenario is now going to run the following two. What the heck is going on here? Well, I'm sure we can get some answers to this question, but I have no idea. To me, what this means is that reactive functions, they are not simply dependent on any session.get or Mongo cursor.find. It really depends on what happens the first time a function gets evaluated. And I know you can read the Meteor documentation, read the source code, and fully understand why it behaves this way. This is highly non-standard, non-expected behavior for me, where the particularities of how you write these functions make a huge difference as to whether they get rerun or not. I think this will lead to nasty bugs. You're not going to really easily be able to tell whether you stayed on the good side or the bad side of some of the rules. I think there are some modifications we could propose to tracker autorun to allow you to explicitly specify dependencies, but we'll see about those. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this.